So this is where I stopped, I think yesterday, or depending on what day you are in, earlier today. Yeah, a little while ago. I only just started streaming, so hey Xenoa, I am good, how are you? I mean, it's 5 AM in the morning here, so that's not in my separation of the day into parts, not part of the night anymore. That is definitely already morning. No, I did not just wake up. I woke up earlier. I mean, these days I normally wake up at 4 AM because that's fun and stuff. But I didn't wake up at 4 AM today. You go to bed at 2 AM? I mean, that might at first glance sound really strange, but that probably depends on what kind of schedule you have, so... I mean, times and hours don't really matter so much. Didn't I always wake up at 4 AM? I don't think so. But I might have been doing that for a while now, actually. I mean, 4 AM is a pretty fun time. Hey Rubism. You wake up at 11 AM. Do you wake up just by yourself, or do you use an alarm clock? To to wake up at 11 AM. I mean, there's actually quite a lot of materia in the game that you might not really ever use. Even though Mega Ore is actually kind of useful already. You collect Mega Ore in the Northern Cave. But it's actually quite well hidden, so you can very easily miss that materia. Oh hey Ruby G. I did not just wake up, but I also only started streaming around 15 minutes ago. It was in 2017. I don't even know if I streamed in 2017. I think last time I streamed before this weekend was in 2016, but I could be wrong. Also, the save point is broken. Can't really ever use it very easily. Am I excited for the live action remake of The Lion King? So first of all, I don't even know if there's such a thing or if you're just making this up right now. But isn't there a live action remake planned for Aladdin? But, I mean, as I said at one point, I'm not really too much into anything Disney, I'm afraid. I mean, there was a surprising number of other mods and challenges for both this game and even for FF8, so I could just try one of those things. So what I'm doing right now is I am grinding materia, but also levels, because Level is used in, among other things, calculation for hit rate to beat Emerald and Ruby weapon. And because my stats are so extremely low due to this mod, I have to have specific materia combinations to be able to kill the weapons. I mean, you could, if you pay close attention to my materia, already get an idea of how I will try to kill them. Am I going to, did I ever finish FF9? I mean, I finished FF9 like several times in my life. Hey Luke, how are you? I actually think I have to reach level 99 in order to be able to kill Emerald weapon. I mean, it will not have an effect on my stats or my HP because those are already maxed in this mod. But as I said, your level is used in different formulas to calculate damage and accuracy. And if your level is too low, you have a very shitty hit rate against certain enemies with at least certain actions. Hello, this is the Steam version. Have I ever played a game called Grand Blue Fantasy? I have no idea if that's an actual game or if you're just making that up. So I have not played that game. No, this is not the Switch version. This is the Steam version on PC. Didn't the Switch version only come out fairly recently? Wasn't that... I mean, I didn't actually notice it came out on Switch until I heard about it from someone. Why would there be a game in which Tuna is a powerful summon? I mean, that almost sounds like some kind of fan-made satirical game. And how come you've played that game? I mean, but recently not necessarily recently, but over the last couple of years, I've tried to widen my Pascal horizons, if you will, like my fishy horizons. I mean, there literally is plenty of fish in the sea. Not just tuna, but also other, maybe not quite as exciting fish, though Ices, but still. You know, I've eaten salmon like all the time. Not just I mean, I've always eaten more than just tuna in terms of fish. Even though that might be a dark secret. Hey Fine Lines, how was your Edinburgh trip? I mean, apparently fatty fish is actually kind of good. Like, it has certain health benefits. Are you saying you don't like the taste of fish? That's interesting. It doesn't completely get rid of HP and MP growth. It caps your HP at 270 and your MP at 90 at level 30. Actually not at 90, but at 88 at level 31. So there is some HP and MP growth, but it's almost entirely negligible. So with HP and MP plus materia, you can get your HP and MP up to a maximum of 540 and 176, which is really not enough to survive just about any attack. Hey Punk, thank you. There was drunks on the train though. You know, taking a train on Sundays is something I realize is not really a good idea. there's always strange people on trains on Sundays. I don't really know what it is, but I don't know why that usually only occurs on Sundays, but I would not, at least where I live, Sunday trains are the spookiest trains. It's running on the Steam version, so it's the more recent FF7 PC version. But I'm sure it could also run on the original PC version, provided you can get that to run on any kind of modern PC system. I mean, a lot of old games, a lot of old PC games are not so trivial to get to work on modern systems. Well, the issue with Master Tomberry is that he has 44,444 HP, and that's a lot. And he doesn't really give you enough HP, enough AP or XP to really justify the time you spend on killing it. Also, it has a tendency to counter all attacks with everyone's grudge, which is just another time waste, so it's just not very efficient to kill them. You know, by this point I actually wonder if maybe it might have been a better idea to do some kind of Juffy warping to just repeat bosses. Like, even though the XP grinding here isn't too bad, I'm not sure if this is really the fastest way, because I have so many counters I don't really profit from. This mod, what it does is it sets all your stats to 1, except for your HP and MP, which are capped at 270 and 88 respectively. However, to balance that, you also start the game with various endgame equipment pieces and materia. Only if the chat commands are not active. which is still the case. Must be. So what is your bad time? I still think I'm getting too many pincer attacks. PM. That is interesting. Also because it's probably way past 9 PM, isn't it? I mean here it's 5 AM, but I usually wake up, or rather get up at 4 AM these days. Even though right now my schedule isn't quite so rigid. Do I still leap out of bed? Well, if you don't leap out of bed, then how do you even ever get out of bed? I mean, you can either leap out of bed, or just slowly roll out of bed, which usually takes at least 20 times as long as jumping out of bed. You fall out of beds. I mean, what kind of beds do you have that you can even fall out of? I actually have a fairly low bed, so it's kind of difficult to even fall out of bed because it's almost on the floor. Yeah, I quite enjoy this mod actually. And I've been streaming pretty much for the time that is on the screen. I mean, you don't have to grind in this mod. The reason why I'm doing this is because I want to kill the weapons. And, I mean, you could probably try different things. I mean, I could very realistically already kill Ruby Weapon at this point. However, Emerald Weapon is the larger issue. And, I mean, I wonder how you would try to kill the weapons. There might be various strategies, but, the one I have in mind does require me to eventually reach level 99. At least for Emerald Weapon. I mean, I don't want to use Knights of the Round. Oh hey, I haven't seen you in a while. Are you still beautiful? Or rather, is the person whose name you're referencing still beautiful in your mind? What even is that? That looks like some kind of spooky bootleg Pokemon imitation. It's a Canadian television series. I have never heard of it. I mean, apparently Twitch is still streaming various episodes and movies of the Pokemon series. I didn't get to level 80 in 30 minutes. This is a continuation of a stream I started 2 days ago. I've only been streaming for 30 minutes a day, but my overall game time on this file is... I should probably check, but it's probably like 20 hours or something. If I were an alien, would I tell you? I mean, what do you even mean by alien? Like, extraterrestrial? Foreigner? Yeah, it actually has been a while since I've been streaming. I mean, what if I don't even know I'm an alien? How would you even know if you're an alien? I mean, you can't always know these things. Well, if you don't want to be tired all the time, sleeping occasionally does indeed help. But it also, I mean, sleeping in itself does help, but also you need to pay attention to both how long you sleep and how well you sleep. So even if you sleep every day, if you sleep like garbage, that will not really help you in your quest to not be tired. I mean, sleep quality is something that is not that trivial. How do you sleep better? I don't really know how to answer that. Hey, A-Spec, that's true. I mean, you can use drugs, that's true. I mean, are you in your sleep distracted by other circumstances like noise? I mean, it can be difficult to sleep if you are constantly surrounded by noise or people dying around you, or explosions, smells, things like that. Do I meditate? I don't think I actively meditate, but what even, how do you even define meditation? I mean, I guess that's a fairly broad term. Do you meditate? I mean, I dream almost every time I sleep. And usually my dreams are fairly interesting. You switched to a different bed and that solved your problem? That's interesting. Hey Sir Lash, I'm good, how are you? You sit there and pay attention to your breath. I mean, I heard that that's one way to initiate meditation, but... I mean, actually, interestingly, I was at a hotel not too long ago, and they offered all kinds of interesting activities, some of which I was curious enough to try out. And one of the things they had was like a yoga class, which I had never been to. So I was at this yoga class, and it was kind of spooky. I mean, I didn't actually realize that yoga... Well, maybe I was at a strange one, but... I had no idea that yoga can be so much just about your breathing technique. I mean, I had a different idea of what yoga would be like. I mean, also it just all seemed very culty. I mean, I was at the class, which took an hour, and you couldn't really not do the yoga if you went there. Like, you kind of were bound by peer pressure to do the actual yoga, in case what was done there actually was yoga, which I'm not really sure if that's true. I mean, I thought yoga is more about some kind of physical exercise, but apparently that's only part of it. Did I open my chakras? You know, I don't think the term chakras was used. Because I was only there one time, as I said, and it was kind of, I mean, some of the things there were probably like beginner level. Anyway, this is why you save every now and then, because this encounter can still very easily kill you. But since I did exactly that, I saved just before this encounter, this is really not an issue. I mean, also what I found really bizarre is that why you do these... I mean, some part of the stuff we did at this yoga class was actually like physical exercise. But this yoga trainer, if you can call him that, who was heading this yoga class, he encouraged you to, while you were doing these exercises, shout/chant these Sanskrit, I don't really know, incantations, summons, whatever, and it seemed really, as I said, almost like a cult. I mean, I'm pretty sure that spooky is very much the right term to use in this context. Well, I don't know either, and I'm pretty sure no one else there did either, so you didn't even really know what you were saying, but the guy was very fond of that. There was no tea, and you didn't actually have to buy anything, like, it wasn't that kind of cult, it was, I mean, maybe you had to go to that class more than once in order for you to be asked to buy some kind of garbage. Also, I'm not sure if this is obvious, but most of the people who go to yoga classes seem to be middle-aged women. They might be most susceptible to this kind of spookiness. No, this is not really about intelligence, it's just about attraction to spooky things. I mean, I also tried Pilates at that place, which was a class by someone else, which surprisingly was actually more enjoyable. Probably because it actually involves less weird breathing techniques and kind of just physical exercise. I mean, I didn't really know the difference before either, but apparently yoga is more strange shouting plus weird breathing, whereas Pilates is just chest sit-ups. What do you call these? Not push-ups? Yeah. It involved a lot of push-ups and just basically core workouts. Well, that's not entirely, that is not an entirely inaccurate theory. But, I mean, when I say strange breathing techniques, essentially what was encouraged there was just breathing very, very quickly and very shortly, while also audibly making sure that you can hear that you're breathing. I mean, it was really bizarre. Like, you were supposed to breathe very, very quickly and loudly. I don't know if that's healthy. It certainly was strange, though. you bought a house, like a physical house, real estate, or like a doll house. Or maybe a hell house. I mean, you probably don't always know if the house you buy turns out to be a hell house or not. Well, that sounds good. I hope it's a nice house that doesn't fall out and explode or something. And doesn't turn out into a hell house. Yeah, I mean, whether you can or should grow stuff in your house probably depends on where you live. So are you already living in that house, or have you only bought it but haven't moved into it yet? I see. Yeah, congrats. You're gonna make other people pay your mortgage? So are you saying you're trying to rent out portions of the house? I see. I mean, if it's a 3-family house, then I guess it's supposed to be used by 3 families, right? Based on the size, at least. I mean, you could also rent it out to, I don't know, a raccoon shelter or something. They probably make great tenants. It seems like you found yourself very easily in this new position in your life as some kind of evil landlord. Also, I think I could actually try to kill a ruby weapon right now. So I think I'm gonna do that. Hey Vlad, how are you? I think I just need to want to kill one more of those magic bots. And then I should be good to leave. Any Grand Theft Auto roleplay, I don't even know what that means. Actually, let's also still master up this all there. I mean, what exactly do you mean by GTA roleplay? Like, what does it mean for GTA to be roleplay? Are people stealing cars in real life now and filming themselves? Is that even allowed on Twitch? Oh, I see. So it's like an MMORPG. Actually, I think I have to still level up these quadra magics. Wait, I can do this on Ruby weapon, I guess. I guess. Well, see you, Astro. Have fun with your teethless old subletting lady. Ah, you can't jump up here? That's too bad. So I have to get all the way back up. It's not quite the end. I have yet to kill both Emerald and Ruby Weapon. However, I will actually do the Ruby part very soon. You can see the level difference. I didn't use those characters in the Northern Cave, and the level is garbage. That's too bad. So let's spend some of the, let's get some of the money I made by mastering a materia. These are interesting weapons. They all have 8 slots, it seems. They might be useful. I think this money should be enough for right now. but only barely. I guess I could also just buy a pointless house while I'm here. Even though that has nothing to do with the mods. I mean, it's only 300,000 gil. And now you get to take an inn for free, which usually costs like 100 or something, or maybe, I mean, even if they cost 300, you would have to take 1,000 invests for that to become economical. Hey Sushi, how are you? So I'm gonna set up the fight with Ruby weapon now. Oh hey Ruby. I mean, you have to start the fight with 2 characters dead. So I wonder who those should be. Hey Matt, how are you? That's good to know. So I'm wondering if I should focus on any other materia. I don't know if I will lead this tonight. I guess we'll have to see and find out how this goes in order to see if I beat this tonight. So this actually inflicts slow and paralyzes, which is really nice. Now, hey Vazoot, how are you? So Ruby Weapon has several attacks. His tentacles can attack you. He has an attack called Ruby Way. And he can also cast both Ultima and Shadow Flare. And we don't want that. I mean, both Shadow Flare and Ultima one-hit KO you. So we have to make sure that he cannot use those attacks anymore. Which means we have to reduce his 2560 MP to 0. I'm good. So we have to do this 26 times. If I had counted, I would know where I am right now, but I didn't. So I'm just gonna see when this stops actually giving me MP. So when the green 100 MP goes to 0, that's when I now have to stop. Oh, actually he's out of MP now because Sid absorbed only 60 MP. So I'm gonna wait until he... Okay. So he just became unparalyzed. Now he's paralyzed again. And now the actual damage dealing can commence. And to do so, I am gonna just throw my money at him. Because coin ignores defense. And unfortunately, I don't have any other good ways of dealing damage. If he attacks Juffy, she's actually going to counter with 6 times coin throw, which would speed this up by quite a bit. I mastered all materia and solved it. That's how I did it. Mastered All gives you 1.4 million gil. But also, I only have to, I mean, if I throw the money once, if I use coin once, I'm just gonna mime it afterwards, and the mime is actually free, so you don't have to actually spend that much money. Mime doesn't use up any of your gil, so, that's fine. No, I was spending time in the Northern Cave, killing magic pots and movers. It doesn't actually it doesn't take that long to master all materia. It only has 35,000 AP. You can get a lot of gil very easily and fairly fast in FF7. This is gonna kill someone. But that's alright. We don't need Sid for a while. Actually, it would be ideal anyway if he attacked Juffy a few times, because then she would counter with coin mime for 6 times, which would, as I said, speed this up quite a bit. He has 800,000 HP exactly. And any attack that doesn't kill Juffy, she's gonna counter with 6 coin mime counters for like 60,000 HP of damage. I mean, I actually want only her to be alive right now, because then she's gonna be the target of his attacks, which means that she will counter And I made sure to make that she does not absorb the damage from his Ruby Flame attack, but that she only nullifies it, because then she can counter that. If she absorbed the damage, she would not counter. But if it deals only 0, she is still gonna counter. And he doesn't have MP to use either Shadow Flare or Ultima. I want to make sure though that when Ruby Weapon dies, everyone is alive, because then they get all the AP. Which is nice. He should actually die fairly soon. Well, there you go. So, as I said, this was not a very difficult encounter. It was actually quite easy. Emerald, on the other hand, is not so trivial. I didn't even spend that much money. I wouldn't have needed to make that much gil from all materia. Just don't drown. Well, I'm gonna take that advice. Emerald Weapon is next because it's like the last thing remaining, the only thing. However, as I said, I might have to level up to 99 first because of how your level is factored into your hit rate calculation. I'm just gonna unload all my shitty materia on these two characters right now, because my inventory is almost full. I don't really need the gold chocobo, I think, so I'm not sure if I should even exchange the desert rose. I mean, the only thing I could make... I mean, I don't want to use Knights of the Round to actually summon it, but the Knights of the Round materia gives you a kind of nice magic boost when you equip it, so that's what I might use it for. We don't need 5 times Cotter, we don't need any kind of Cotter actually. But, I mean, I guess I could just get the materia and marvel at its pure shine or something. I haven't actually bought any chocobo stables though. So now I can actually get that gold chocobo. If you don't have a stable, it's just gonna stay in calm. You cannot even use it. Where does he even keep the gold chocobo? I mean, it just pops up all of a sudden, like... Does the chocobo come out of some kind of treasure chest? Shouldn't somebody call Peter about that? About the inhumane conditions in which the chocobos are stored in treasure chests in the random NPC's houses? Yeah, I mean, this guy is just I mean, he doesn't... There's no indication that he gives you stuff, but he does. Like, if you don't know that he gives you stuff, it's kind of hard to randomly happen into talking to him and getting his stuff. I mean, yeah, if you talk to him, he mentions the items that he will exchange for stuff, but if you just kill the weapons to get those items, the game doesn't tell you what to do with those items or where to exchange them. Like, it doesn't tell you go to Calm and talk to random people there. Yeah, Sega Chief's new threat mod has bosses when you pick up these 4 materia. And already before Sega Chief did that, in Gjoerulv's Hardcore Mod, there are also bosses when you pick up the materia. I kind of like that. I mean, in order to actually be able to obtain this materia, you have to first fight a boss that guards that materia. It's kind of interesting. I'd like extra optional bosses. Is Genova a materia? Why should she be a materia? That's also pretty much the last time I did stream, indeed. That was a while ago. Hey Sly Envy, how are you? I mean, Juffy only really cares about materia because she wants to turn Wutai into a better place again, or restore its former glory, she says. And Sephiroth only cares about materia because he wants it to destroy the planets. I mean, they don't really care about the materia per se, they want it for other reasons. Which is interesting. I mean, I guess most people don't really have materia, or they probably only have like restore and garbage materia, so they probably don't have much use to use materia in like cutscenes or outside of battles, because what do you use crappy materia for anyway? I mean, maybe that's why Aerith actually dies and isn't revived, because in the Canon version, Cloud's team just has 2 garbage materia to revive Aerith. They probably just don't even have revive materia. Like, like canonically, they just cannot afford good materia, which is why Aerith has to die. They just were too cheap to go to Junon and buy revive materia. Am I going to SAWCon? I don't know what SAWCon is, so I guess I'm not going there. What this mod does, it sets all your stats to 1. You can see that kind of when you look at Juffy's stats. Your HP is maxed at 270, your MP at 88. So your stats are garbage, but to offset that, you start the game with various pieces of endgame armor and materia. The only reason why her magic is 70 is because of the equipment she has, which temporarily raises her magic stats. Like, all the stat gains I have come from my equipment materia. If I were to take everything off, everything would be 1.